Tinubu is the 16th president of Nigeria, removes fuel subsidy. Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and who says dreams don't come true for Martin Luther King Jr. on August 28, 1963. Some 100 years after Abraham Lincoln, the United States president, signed the Emancipation Proclamation law that freed all the slaves. On that day, Martin Luther King Jr. stood on that marble, shared his vision and his dream for America. That is where he made the "I Have a Dream" famous speech, where he said, "I have a dream that my 4 little children will one day live in a country where they're not going to be judged by the color of the skin, but by the content of their character." And that day was born on January 20th, 2009, where a black man, as a matter of fact, from Kenya, Barack Obama, was sworn in as the 44th president of the United States. And today, on May 29, 2023, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been sworn in as the 16th president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, fulfilling his dream, which he said is his lifelong ambition.
The president of my intention, but I've not informed the Nigerians yet. I'm still consulting. He's a Democrat. He didn't ask me to stop. He didn't ask me not to attempt and pursue my ambition. It's a lifelong ambition.
About 30 years ago, that he was going to be the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And today, he is the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And who says dreams don't come true? Just forget about that musician that told you that you should not fall in love with a dreamer, because it pays to dream. And because without dream, what do you think your life is going to be without dream? With dream, so many things have happened. I'm sure without Asiwaju not dreaming 30 years ago that he was going to be the president of Nigeria, I don't see him becoming the president of Nigeria. But for the fact that he dreamed that he was going to be the president of Nigeria, worked towards it tirelessly, and of course, you've seen the result today. Today is like a breath of fresh air for us, for all of us. We've gone through a lot of crucible in this country. So let's just hope that being the president of Nigeria, for someone that has been wishing to be president for 30 years, it means he's prepared. Most people say he's the most prepared Nigerian president, because if you say you want to be the president of this country and then for 30 years you've been working towards becoming that, of course, you should be prepared. You should hit the ground running from day one. And perhaps that's why during his inauguration speech, we heard all the fantastic policies that he has read out or reeled out to do. He has talked about removing fuel subsidy. Fuel subsidy for us, they always tell you that it's the elites that enjoy the fuel subsidy. I did a video on fuel subsidy some months ago. That is the elites, that even the common man doesn't really enjoy this fuel subsidy. And they will always come up with this, analysis. How many cars do even these poor people have? A rich man has about 10 fleets of cars, which he, of course, he uses to get this fuel subsidy. Why can't you put this fuel subsidy, which they say every month gobs about 560 billion naira every month, fuel subsidy every month. And in fact, for the last 1 year, they have paid about 4 trillion naira. That's about $90 billion only for fuel subsidy. And what's the budget for education? The budget for education is a little less than $1 trillion naira budget for education. And then they are spending for a year 4 trillion naira just on fuel subsidy. But of course, Asiwaju coming to say there's no fuel subsidy, and the regime of fuel subsidy removal is over. And I just hope that he will not start his administration with hardship for Nigerians, in as much as it's a laudable, the policy is a laudable one in a way, because if they can inject, the problem with Nigerians, it's just that trust deficit between the leaders and the led. That's the problem. If you want to stop fuel subsidy, what have you put in place to cushion the effect of the harsh effect? Because trust Nigerians, the moment such pronouncement is made, I'm sure today that pronouncement was made, go to the fuel station, the price would have jumped up by over maybe 500%. So that's the reality. And then you begin to ask yourself, were they just waiting for that pronouncement for the pump price to just go up? But that's the way it is now. The question is, before such pronouncement, because in his policy document, in his manifestos, when he was coming in as the president of, he was vying for the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he said there was going to be a phase out of, fuel subsidy. It was going to be in phases. Now, okay, fine. You're coming in now to just, making that kind of policy pronouncement, and that fuel subsidy regime has ended, is gone. So what have you really put in place? Well, I don't want to preempt him, that maybe there are lots of palliatives that he must have, put in place, as a matter of fact, to cushion that kind of harsh effect for such subsidy removal. So let's just hope that you would have probably put such palliative in place to cushion such effect. But of course, this today is not about analyzing all these policies, dissecting these policies. Probably in my next video, I'm going to dissect this policy a lot more, because he read out some, some policies, some very laudable policies, like, for example, the exchange rate. We have the multiple exchange rate regime. He said there's going to be a single exchange rate regime. And of course, if there's a single exchange rate regime, there's so much more that can actually lead to a single exchange rate regime. But of course, if they remove the fuel subsidy, because part of the reason why the naira or the dollar is so, I would say, pressurized, it's for the fact that the government is always sourcing for foreign exchange, for importation of fuel, and then pay some other ministries, and for so many importation. Of course, Nigeria is import dependent. So, but with the pronouncement that fuel subsidy is gone, perhaps there will be less pressure on the dollar, and then maybe we will begin to see the naira appreciate. Perhaps that. But of course, like I said, this video is not for analysis of the policy of Asiwaju. For now, it's just a video to congratulate him, to let's see what's his administration, at least the first 3 months of his administration, is going to bed. He has started on a very good note. If you listen to his inaugural speech, you see that he hits at least some of the right notes. I'm sure some of his pundits would have been taken aback. I'm sure everybody, what they say, all the whole thing they say about Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and then I think maybe he was really prepared to give Nigerians what they needed to hear. But we don't just want to hear jingles. We don't want to hear fantastic jingles. We don't want to hear just policy pronouncements that just like the one Buhari said, I am here for everyone, I'm not for everybody. I hope I have that quote correct. So, but it's not just such policy statements, it's coming all out. You bring a fantastic policy, make your pronouncement, but hit the ground running and ensure that these policies are actually galvanized, and then you make that policy to be implementable. You're not just bringing up policies for fanciful pronouncements. No, that's not what we are really here to listen to. We want to see an administration who understands that there's fire on the mountain. There's a need for things to be done very fast, very fast, because of course what Nigeria has gone through in the last couple of months or years, if I have to put it that way. So we need a president that will come in and hit the ground running. And a good thing is that he has, in the sense that he has started making, of course, some appointments. Start making his first appointment. He has appointed his first spokesperson, and then some few appointments around there to tell you that Asiwaju is a man of action. He's really coming to work. I don't see him waiting 6 months to put his cabinet together. I don't see him doing so. But thank God that he is sworn in against what most people they said today was never going to happen. They do that. They said they were doing so many things to torpedo the inauguration today. They wanted to torpedo the inauguration today, but thank God that didn't happen. It went smoothly and everybody is fine. So this is where I draw the curtain for today. Thank you for finding the time to watch my video. If you find the content of this video, very interesting to you, please give it a thumbs up. Strike on that notification bell so that you get to be notified whenever I upload a content like this. Leave your comments down below and do not forget to subscribe to this channel. See you pretty soon. Remain awesome. Peace out.